Did you know that some deep sea creatures could vomit bioluminescence fluid that confuses the predator and gives them a chance to escape? If that was fascinating, there's many more things to be shocked and amazed by deep sea creatures. For example, their adaptations. They are capable of living in conditions that will kill humans. One reason that I like deep sea creatures are because their anatomy are amazing. Some examples of their amazing anatomy are big mouths, that whatever swims in their mouth they could swallow. And obviously the deep sea is the pitch black. So they have very small eyes and very small bodies, for the longest eels are only 1 meter long. Another reason that I like deep sea creatures is because they're capable of living under these deep sea pressures and conditions. Some examples of their amazing adaptations are bioluminescence, bacteria that lets them emit glowing light out of their bodies that is similar to fireflies' light. Their slim and squishy bodies do not let the pressure crush them. Also, they will not freeze under the freezing temperatures in the deep sea. It is about minus 30 Celsius in some cases. What fascinates me the most is that the way of getting food is so limited. So the way they can get food is from marine snow, droppings and dead carcasses from above that fall down to the deep sea. If you were a predator in the deep sea, you would have to use lures like lights to get the food. Here are some fun facts about the deep sea. If you inverted Mount Everest to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the summit of Mount Everest will be more than a mile away from the surface of the ocean water. Along with that, some fish like the deep sea hagfish and the snailfish live at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The deepest of its trench is at 35,076 feet. That's more than 7 miles down. How do people explore this? Using pressure-safe submersibles, along with cutting-edge technology, people are able to explore many different answers of different questions. For example, how deep is the ocean really? We use the force of echoing sounds to the bottom of the sea. When it bounces back to our boat, we can track how long it took to bounce there and back. That is the new way of exploring. The old way to explore it is by human-controlled machines that could not dive far and was definitely not safe. For example, the 1691 Dr. Heli's diving bell or the 1797 Klinger's copper kettle diving machine. This type of exploration lit up many minds and helps us get informed about all the things we used to think were not real, impossible, and some people thought the end of the world was below the sea. Deep sea creatures have fascinated me to become an oceanographer, a scientist who studies the sea. Ocean diving has been well done for 4,000 years. How has this exploration changed over time? Well, 50 years ago, the Tristan, a deep diving submarine, carried Don Walsh and Jacques Picard to the bottom of the Mariana Trench for 20 minutes. In that time, that was really cool. But back then, the technology was not good, so no one dared to go down there again. But recently, James Cameron, the director of the movie Titanic, went to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. It took him 2 hours down, 2 hours back up, and 1 hour at the bottom. The technology was way better, and he saw some amazing creatures on film. For example, he captured a black dragonfish on film. Perhaps in the future, we could use the knowledge of surviving the conditions and pressures to make cures for diseases like Ebola or the avian influenza. Or we could see things with robots instead of risking our lives to explore. This type of exploration is very risky. If the latch in the submersible opens just a tiny bit, whoever's inside will be a sack of meat powder in 1 second, or the person will just drown. If the submersible breaks from the pressure, that's the point of no return. The risk is huge, but so is the reward.